Some basic math explained. You know, you might have been asleep or maybe diverted by that cute girl or that handsome guy in algebra class, but maybe we might look again at the Pythagorean theorem, those quadratic equations, and irrational numbers. Well, regardless, you know about the Pythagorean theorem, and there's a lot of proofs out there. More recently, one using trigonometry by some women. Well, it says that the right triangle, the hypotenuse, that's the one that connects the two sides, well, their squares add to each other. And if you make a super square containing the hypotenuse squared, you see that there are four halves of the yx, if you will, and you solve it, and there's your proof. Another one is the quadratic equation, and it turns out you go through a number of steps and you're able to factor the square root, and it results in taking minus the middle term plus or minus the square root of that middle term squared minus 4 times the extreme ones, and then dividing the whole thing by twice the first one. Then there are irrational numbers. The Greeks thought all numbers were ratios of fractions, and it turned out that wasn't the case. For example, square root of, say, the number 2. Look, the numbers go on, don't seemingly repeat. Then there's a number called e. It's a logarithm, if you will, and you can get it in Excel. And it's quite useful all the way from compounding money continuously to how humans evaluate money as such. Then there's something called the golden ratio, which is a harmonious replication of the same pattern over and over. And finally, of course, then there's pi, the ratio of a circle's circumference. And it turns out it's just the infinite summation of adding and subtracting smaller and smaller triangles approaching the circumference of a circle.